Yo, what's going on Team 20? I hope you're all super well. I'm on my way to Whitehawk FC training. Yeah, I know, pretty crazy. I'm actually heading off to go into a team training session. It's the first time in like a week. Obviously, I did a little bit of individual stuff with Dad the other day. I did a little bit of individual stuff the other day with Jay as well. But when you get into a team training session, it is so different to those individual ones. It's definitely going to be a test for me today. I need to maintain my focus because I'm still not feeling well. I had a massive sleep in today. That was one of the main things that I was trying to do, and that's why I didn't train with Crawley in the morning, because I wanted to rest my body, make sure that I could be as close to 100% as possible for today's session. I haven't trained with these guys in probably 2 weeks. It's been a long time. They've had matches on Tuesday, they had a match on the Monday, so they had the Tuesday off, and I'm not sure how many more times I'm going to be able to train with them, simply because they have a lot of makeup matches over the next couple of weeks. It's coming to the end of the season, and if they have a makeup match on the Monday, the Friday, or midweek, most likely one of the sessions will be cancelled, which is a shame for me, but it is what it is. Now, after this session, I'm going to speak to the agent, scout guy who put me in contact with this club, let him know the situation I'm in, and see if he thinks it's a good idea for me to call up the coach or manager and say, hey, what do you think for next season? Because it's coming close to the end of the season. I need to be knowing these sorts of things. So yeah, off we go to Brighton. So I've arrived in Brighton, ready for the training session. That train trip goes for about an hour. I just relaxed, listened to some music, chilled out. Today the focus is 100%. I've spoken about it in the vlogs ages ago when I was in Spain. Make sure that I put 100% into this session. And this is one where it's going to be difficult. I'm sick, I'm not feeling that well, I haven't trained with a team in a long time. These aren't excuses, these are just facts. I need to overcome them to make sure that I can perform well in the session. Now, no one's actually on the field today. I have no idea why, maybe because it's holidays, but that's good for us. Maybe we can stay on a little bit longer and get a nice session in. Decent day as well. The sun is out for a little bit. Once that goes, it is going to be freezing. Made sure that I brought my layers in. One thing that I noticed is last time I trained with these guys, I wore a Barcelona top, and that's because it's a really nice top. I actually didn't even buy it. Someone found it for me when I was over in Spain, but I thought it was really interesting because I've never seen anyone else wear like a club as their kit for the day, especially when they're on trials for those bigger clubs, or even these guys when they're training, they wear just plain stuff. And I thought about that, I thought, well, I don't know, but I felt just out of place when I was wearing that, so I've decided to wear something else today, just my Manly United kit. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you're going into a trial with a new club or a bigger club, is it a bad look to wear something like a Barcelona or an Arsenal kit? I don't know, I just didn't feel right, I didn't feel in place. So today I'm changing it up. Anyway, off to the session we go, no game footage. I'll probably catch you guys right here after the session. I'm at the train station, ready to get on my train back to Crawley. Look who turned up. Hi.
Hi.
Now you have a bit of a story of what was happening. We'll get into that a bit later.
Okay.
But I've got my protein shake. I'm going to get this down now. You're looking good, mate. Looking like a bit of a...
the hat and the beanie.
Beautiful. Looking like a bit of a spy.
Yeah,
hey? We'll get into that soon. Alright, mate. Take us through what we got for dinner.
A sandwich.
Yum.
Some breakfast muesli.
Yum.
And a juice.
Alright. I picked up the falafel and halloumi. 2 eggs with some spinach. The same breakfast thing. I've nearly finished my protein shake and a juice. I reckon that's a pretty good dinner. Easy as well, don't you reckon? I don't know. Dad, you've just noticed something about my egg eating habits.
Yeah, you're a weirdo.
I'm your son though.
You're
so
a weird son. You're not my son.
I'm a bit full.
I want a DNA test.
I'm a bit full on the eggs, so I didn't finish off the yolk. And Dad, you just think that's completely absurd. Why?
I've never met anybody who prefers the yellow to the white to the yellow. If it was up to me, I'd eat the white, I'd eat the yellow, and I'd throw the white away.
That's disgusting. The white is the best part. What do you guys prefer? White or the yolk?
Yellow? White or yellow? Let's vote.
White, 100%.
Yellow.
Like, this stuff is just like, it's just rubber. No, not even rubbery. Like dry.
And the white is just disgusting. Yeah.
Strange, man.
I only ate the white because I was supposed to.
I'm disowning you as my father, man.
Good.
So, mate, you only managed to get to my session for like 2 minutes,
2
right?
minutes.
Yeah, and you got a little bit of footage which I'm going to show after this. Tell us what happened. Why? Because you were set to get there at 7:20 p.m.
Yeah, I was going to be there for about an hour. I caught the train, I was catching the train from London back to Perth. And I thought, oh, I'll just go all the way to Brighton. So I get down to Brighton, I get off the train, I go and I get in a cab, and I say to the cabbie, I want to go to this postcode where Sheldon's training, and I don't have my phone. I go, oh my god, I've lost my phone. Let me out, let me out. I jump out of the cab, run back into the station, get up to where the guards, and I say to the guard, is that the train that's just arrived from Three Bridges actually? And he says, yeah. So I run into the train and I start going down to the train saying to people, have you seen my phone? I've lost my phone. Have you seen a lost phone here? And I keep walking down the train doing this, and eventually this guy comes up to me, this very friendly guy, and he says, I can ring it for you. And I go, oh, fantastic. It's an international call. He says, that's okay. So he rings my phone, and I think it's going to ring out. And then finally someone answers. I say, oh, you've got my phone. That's great. Who are you? He says, I'm a cleaner at Brighton Station. Yes, I've got your phone. Anyway, I go, great, I'll be there in a minute. And as I turn away, the train starts pulling out of the station. And I have to go up to, what is it, Preston something or other?
Right,
which takes about 2 minutes. And then I have to wait on Preston Station for 25 minutes for the next train back to Brighton, 2 minutes back to Brighton. And then I come back to Brighton and it takes me about 10 minutes to find the phone. And then I catch a taxi out to the ground, and I get there with 2 minutes to go, but I did get a perfect piece of footage.
Bang!
Sheldon scoring a goal.
Bang! Roll it.
It was definitely worth coming down here, but it was a bit of a hassle.
Oh dear. Anyway, we're going back home now. Onto the train we go.
Let's go.
Men at work, done. I was checking my Instagram messages because I have one from Jay. I put up a story and it's basically this. And Jay replied, positive mind, my bro. Get a smile on your face and remember there is a lot worse things you could be doing. You got this.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and
he's a very supportive friend.
Yeah, he knows that if I don't have a smile on my face, if I'm not happy, he knows I'm not going to be performing. Yeah. So, Jay, respect. Thank you, bro. So I've come back home and we got Jay. I told them about the message that you sent me.
Which message?
On Instagram.
Oh yeah.
My guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're just chatting away in the kitchen. I'll firstly tell you guys how I went in the session. I scored a fair few goals. I got dispossessed a few times and I could tell immediately when I got into the session that my head was not in the right place. Like, just in the sense that I haven't been at a team training session in over a week.
Yeah.
I'm sick. My focus, even though I was trying so hard, I'm like, Sheldon, you need to focus. You need to put 100%. It's still difficult. So my first touch, literally, we're doing this switching game sort of thing. The ball comes over, my first touch goes straight out of the grid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that's not what I want.
I got that vibe today when I briefly spoke to you. You just didn't want to train today.
Yeah,
it was one of those days. Everyone goes through those days.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the best, and I'm feeling a little bit better, but still, I'm not feeling great. Anyway, you had a really interesting question in the kitchen. What was it?
Which quality do you think is better at Whitehawk or MPL1?
In training or games?
Training.
Training? Yeah, true, I never played. So I trained a fair bit with the men's team at MPL level. Basically the second highest level in Australia, I would say. And I think the players there, it's a lot more physical. Like, when people say physical, it's literally bigger players.
In Whitehawk?
Yeah, okay. Like bigger players that are just stronger and bigger. Like, just taller.
But the quality similar? Or?
I'd say the quality is better at Whitehawk, in my opinion. I think they demand so much more, which drives the session, because it's hard for me to say, because this club, they've brought a lot of ex-professionals in who are basically still professionals.
Yeah.
So they're pushing each other to make the session even better. Whereas in Australia, you know, they push each other, they push me as well, but you come over here and it's completely different.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, look, I don't know. I'd say Whitehawk, but it's pretty similar. Yeah. It's not far
just
off.
Different.
Yeah, different. That's
same but different.
Same. Now one last thing. The clips that you guys saw before, or the clip, Dad was videoing that, and you should have seen what he was wearing. A Nike beanie with a fedora, with a long jacket, black pants, black shoes, and he legit looked like a spy, like swear down. And so Dad was filming the session just for like a couple of minutes, and the coach or the manager walks over to the fence and stares at Dad, and Dad nods at him. And then Dad continues to film and then still staring at him, and he's like, oh, I better go speak to him. He's like, oh, mate, I've come all the way from Australia just to see my son, and he's out there. And the manager goes, oh, that's fine, no worries, mate, carry on.
How much weight is he doing his thing?
He's a dangerous man, he lives on the edge. He is. I respect it though, I respect that. So yeah, day done. Good to finally get back into team training. It's definitely been a minute. I 100% need to speak to the scout, see what he thinks and what are the steps forward with Whitehawk, because there may be no future for me. After I shook the coach's hands after training, I think there's about 4 there. They were all like very friendly to me. It was fine. I knew in Spain when I didn't get selected at that 5th division club, I knew something was up with that coach. Not in the sense that something was wrong with him, but I just knew that our connection wasn't strong, you could say. So I don't know, man, we'll see what happens. Like, honestly, it'll be an interesting couple of weeks or even interesting couple of days. I may make a phone call to this manager of the club. We'll see what happens, see what the agent says. I'll be giving him a call Saturday, Sunday, Monday, one of those days. It depends when he's free. But anyway, Team 20, I'll sign out. Make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're around here, join the journey, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.